Time for the final of Players' Championship 7 here in Hildesheim, Germany, between the two-time champion of the world, Gary Anderson, and this man who's had the day
50.
of his darting life, Adam Lipscombe, 32-year-old
25.
from England, and he will have the throw. Matt Egger alongside me, Johnny Bryan, calling this final. And Matt, you said at the start of the day, Gary Anderson is your tip. Did you have Adam Lipscombe on your radar at all today? At all?
I'm not even sure Adam Lipscombe 36. Did, to be honest with you. Started the day as the world number 102. You say at the day of his life, certainly could be the day that makes his entire
85.
season. £10,000 moves him up to 16,750 on his order of merit. That is all money towards 81. Events like the Players' Championship finals, like the World Championship, where with the amount of money he's now got on his order of merit, this early in the year, you could pretty much now say he's going to be going to Minehead at the end of the year, which would have been target number 1. Yeah, a new tour card holder, get in Minehead, get in the World Championship, and that is where you're going to keep that card after your 2-year period.
Yeah, something you mentioned actually earlier on today when we were going through the first round matches and saying about these new tour card holders. You know, if you're having a target this year, try and make Minehead, maybe try and make Ali Pali, just to get some money,
100,
some cash in the tin. And for Adam Lipscombe today, he's done just that. No fluke, by the way. He's beat some big names on his way here. Damon Heta as well,
85.
a 6 legs to 3 victory over the heat. And bearing in mind, Damon Heta in the round before take on Thibaut Tricol and took out 4 ton-plus finishes in 5 legs. 2 of them were pinned on the bull. But Gary Anderson is a man who's been there, done that, got the T-shirt with 2 stars on it. It's going to be difficult for Adam Lipscombe, but he's going the 16th route to leave himself 40, and there you go. And he's done this a number of times today, taking out big finishes. A 104 to start his account here in the final, here in Hildesheim.
140.
Loves tops, Adam Lipscombe. Just certainly the times I've seen him 55. Playing before, and certainly over on board 2 in the semi-final against Van Dijvenbode. 5 from 5. Technically, we could say he was 6 on 5 because he did a double on tops as well.
Yeah, I've watched him twice today, Matt, and you watched him in the semi-final previously. What's impressed me more than anything else has been his finishing. He has been clinical on the outer ring.
Finishing and composure.
95.
Never seems rattled, always seems to be in control of his emotions. Certainly when he first started playing sort of stream darts or breaking through into what he's now becoming, used to get very agitated, very sweaty. Sometimes, certainly
50.
around his head, it looked like he just got out of the shower.
But for him here in Hildesheim, it's been raining doubles. And he's down to a ton after 12. Putting a little bit of pressure on the Anderson throw here. And may have an opportunity here for an early break in this
98
race to 8 final. 100 coming in. Tops. He did it in the semis. Instead, decided that the treble was the prudent choice.
I think he's playing the moment there. Where realistically, the bigger target would be the right thing to do.
Game shot.
And instead, Anderson punishes, levels up at 1 leg apiece.
$140.
Well, you want to talk about key strengths. One of them for Adam Lipscombe, certainly in that semi-final clash, was the ability to hold his throw and to do so with minimal fuss. Holding his throw strong, producing his best darts with the darts.
85.
By winning the bullseye, if you can do that, he'll win the game. Sounds easy.
180.
Best max of the contest. Going the way of the Flying Scotsman.
60.
Just trying to get himself back into the leg against the darts here. and a number of
58.
trebleless visits for Anderson, who is seeking his 30th players title. Now 25 scored there, 191. So had to go back upstairs and doesn't get any reward for that visit.
That was what we was talking about just before this final came on, about Adam Lipscombe. If there's going to be a slip here, it's when he starts to push. It's good when he's relaxed, when he's just
58.
in flow, but if he starts to try and force the issue, it's always that 5. That's the danger for Adam Lipscombe.
100.
Big last start there, though.
It was indeed 164 though for Anderson. The shot disappears into the Hildesheim night.
83.
And Lipscombe now under a little bit of pressure. 81, Anderson standing by, but that's a great first start. 216s. And that is what we have seen all day from Adam Lipscombe. He may look to the heavens, but he should look to the scoreboard. He's 2-1 up.
And there it is again. Combination finishes, doubling,
57.
checkouts, the strength of Adam Lipscombe. Come to his aid all day today.
140.
He's a connoisseur of darts. He's a fan of the game, and he'll be relishing the opportunity here to play what many people suggest is one of the
58.
greatest players of all time. Certainly, when people do those lists of the top 5 players, Gary Anderson is regularly in that conversation.
55.
Yeah, I very much would agree with you with that assessment. Playing one of the greats of the sport. This is the reason why he's one of the greats. It's the power scoring.
140.
Especially in around that ton 40 area. He's been renowned for so many times. As Lipscombe going downstairs.
138.
And a 138. Lucky there, leave a 168 and a bogey number. And Anderson to try and level up with another max of his own.
$100.
66 for Anderson coming in. That's a 15, so he may go 11. Well, I think he will go 11 here. And he may stay there. Well, he's surveying his options here. And indeed, that is the case. Well, he's double 18.
48.
Didn't want to veer from his destination. But Lipscombe now with an opportunity. Should have one dart at the very least here for a breaker throw. And it's going to be one dart double top.
20.
And just pins the wire.
Grazes the wire there, Adam Lipscombe. Creeping closer.
9.
It's the flight on the way in, Adam Lipscombe. Chance maybe he didn't think he'd be getting, but a chance to break the throw of Gary Anderson.
30.
And now he's chasing doubles that have been his catalyst en route to this final. He's left the double world champion off the hook. But for how long? It's a good guide, a very good guide. An apology from Anderson, but it's a level game, 2-2.
Bit of a recovery there, because there's no way that's where Gary Anderson wanted that first start to go. That would have been
49.
Oh, that just did not leave the hand well. Have easily gone wrong there for Gary Anderson. Instead, Lipscombe let the opportunity slip by, and normally when Gary Anderson gets let
140.
off, he starts to hit back hard.
Something I saw in the
137.
previous round with Mike de Decker. Anderson just had this burst in the middle part of the game. That was the
99.
formula for the victory.
I think we can sort of reel back his day and see those sort of bursts in all the game. It was the same against Krzysztof Ratajski.
46.
Sort of a burst at this sort of part of the game once the early jousting had been done.
180.
So now he finds his third max, down to 82 after 9 on the Lipscombe throw.
137.
Fair play to Adam, who knew he had to go down for the 19s there. But Anderson, 68, dart at the bullseye. And that is 3-2 up for Gary Anderson, and a breaker throw in this final.
It's where the extended format in the final can really play its part, though. If this was an early on round,
75.
that's where you Adam Lipscombe and you get those sort of negative thoughts where should have been 3-1 up. I had those darts. I could have broke the throat.
100.
The ifs and buts and the coulds that you'll often hear in the players' practice room would have certainly have started swirling around the head.
87.
So I can guarantee you in the players' hotel
60.
right now, all those conversations will be ongoing.
Yeah, for some players, earlier than others as well.
80.
A lot of big names went by the wayside in the first round here today. Michael van Gerwen being the biggest of the lot. Lipscombe, good darts.
177.
Gets himself down to a finish. Anderson looking to join him, and will do now with this visit.
171.
Wonderful visit there from the two-time champion. Lipscombe took that out in an earlier match. Not going to this time.
56.
To confirm that break and get a little bit of control.
20.
It's a little bit loose.
74.
Yeah, 14 the target. 108 though for Lipscombe. Going downstairs, utilising the 19s. And now, double 16.
76.
At a 104 in the first leg, but Anderson, 2 7s. That's an awkward dart.
Game shot.
That's a great dart. Utilised it well. Now, daylight between the pair. 4-2.
177.
This is a situation Adam Lipscombe's not been in for a while. One where he's now having to chase, one where he's having to dig.
78.
Handling it well.
80.
Well, there's only going to be a single point on the floor. And that's another loose one. We've seen a couple of loose darts just hanging on by a thread.
99.
That one's hanging on by the flight.
I think it was indeed. Lipscombe just drifting into the fives, and something that we
84.
noticed in his games. But his finishing has been exemplary. Sometimes,
100.
as you rightly mentioned, Matt, there's a little bit of a drift into the five, and when there's a little bit of nerve setting in. Now he's on 160 here. Well, he's moved across the hockey, and he chance to get a 160.
120.
Nearly pins the double top, but he will return to reduce his arrears to a single leg.
140.
Felt like he couldn't miss this target in his previous matches.
Game shot.
And to his credit, stops the 3-run burst from Anderson. But the Flying Scotsman still has that breaker throw. And now he's going to try and use his
131.
experience here. He's been in this sort of race many, many times before.
101.
Taken 29 of these players' titles.
40.
For Adam Lipscombe, it's unknown territory, but may go into this arguing, oh, I mean, work is done for the day. Maybe my work is done for the season, in fact. That 10 grand burst he's had here in Hildesheim, and can look at this as a free swing.
100.
But with Anderson is throwing maximums like that, his fourth now of this final. You'll need to play your best, your very best,
95.
just to keep on his coattails.
Very, very replicant as well in regards to that semi-final. We keep drawing comparison to it for Lipscombe against Dirk.
90.
Dirk head and shoulders above on the maximum hitting, but Lipscombe always in control.
81.
Gary Anderson got the full control here. Deflection into the one. Gary Anderson now 5 darts. Oh, speaking of wayward darts. Now it becomes just a setup shot here.
28.
We're going to be a rarity of seeing a dart at 32 from Anderson. Try and pressurise the shot, and to his credit, does so.
39.
16s for the Flying Scotsman.
Game shot.
And that is great use of experience from Gary Anderson. Now 2 clear once again, and 3 away from victory.
We've talked about it throughout the day. It's where things happen or how things happen that can have so much more impact. Yeah, last start in hand after Lipscombe's just left himself on his favourite target to level up the game.
140.
That last start would have hurt. Though it's affecting the performance here of Adam
180.
Lipscombe. Big power trebles here from his opening 6 in his first maximum of the game.
140.
Back comes Anderson to stay in touch.
60.
And that 60 may be punished here. 240 here from Anderson will be punishment, or perhaps a max.
180.
And another max it is for the Flying Scotsman. 126 got to go. Need a treble 19 to try and do that. And now the writing could be on the wall with a double break on the cards. 41 coming in for Anderson. Single 9 found. 16s. 8s. And that is 6-3. Anderson now 3 clear, but more importantly, a double breaker throw.
Felt like a real key exchange, that one, going into the 126 41. Anderson just going through the gears, hitting the turbo here. 6 maximums now. Just 9 legs of
85.
darts.
Oh, brilliant.
180.
Back to back from Anderson.
45.
141 coming in for perfection. And a rueful smile across his face after that particular effort, Gary. That's what you should have done the first time. 25. And went treble 7, even better. And now becoming exhibition darts from Gary Anderson to leave double top after 9, and Lipscombe is a country mile away.
$82.
He couldn't add himself to the 9 dart club.
$20.
He'll have to wait before he puts himself a leg away from the title. We've had 3 9 darters today already.
82.
We tried to do this in 9. Maybe struggled to do it in 15, in fact.
No score.
No, definitely not Gary. The Lipscombe's going to get down to a finish here.
99.
But a few moments ago, he was a mile back. He's within touching distance unless Anderson pins the double 10, which he does, and now is 1 away from victory.
Gets there in the end.
Took the scenic route to his destination, but got there nonetheless.
60.
And now you begin to sense here Adam Lipscombe's race may be run here.
131.
Yeah, it feels like the stuffing's just been taken out of Adam Lipscombe a little bit, certainly in the last sort of 5 visits. Back end of that leg, almost
60.
just throwing darts away, knowing that Gary Anderson was pretty much there. And as soon as Gary Anderson sort of stepped up and gone through the gears a little bit here,
96.
Adam Lipscombe's just not been able to keep pace.
$47.
Yeah, Anderson 60 ahead, plus these.
59.
One of the few troublous visits he's had. And when he was averaging round the, 90 mark, so as Adam to their credit, so Gary just had this little burst.
140.
This game was hanging in the balance at 2 legs apiece.
140.
Anderson utilising all those years of experience. And now 75 points away
100.
from players' title number 30. 18. Match day at the tops. And a
Game
championship
shot,
dart it is for Gary Anderson.
winner,
It is
Gary
players'
Anderson.
title number 30, who defeats a resolute Alan Lipscombe. Keep your eye on him in the future. But it is Gary Anderson who takes players' championship 7 out here in Hildesheim. He has defeated Alan Lipscombe by 8 legs to 3 with an average of 93. It was that burst in the middle part of the game from 2 legs apiece, taking nearly 6 of the next 7 legs to take this victory by 8 legs to 3. A wonderful performance for Adam Lipscombe. All credit to him. £10,000 he's won today for a player who has only picked up his tour card this season. That may be the big story of the day, but congratulations to Gary Anderson, the Flying Scotsman, with players' title number 30 out here in Hildesheim. His first win in 12 months. And here he is speaking to Mark Wilson.
Win, your thoughts?
Yeah, I tell you what, the last few months has been hard for me, you know, and I started off kind of iffy today, and it kind of picked up through the day. So I had a good laugh at the table, and the darts have been all right. So over the moon, like I say, I've been struggling, well, since December. So yeah, it's nice to get one.
You had a potential banana skin early on, didn't you, against Connor? But you got that done, and you really seemed to kick on throughout the day.
Yeah, first game against Connor. I mean, I rate Connor highly. You know, I'm a big fan of Colin. Cheeky, he's a little cheeky bugger, isn't he? But you know, he puts the work in, and you know, it wasn't quite on at the first game today. But first games are always a nightmare. But he's going to be one to watch. Same with the boy there. You watch out. I watched him in the UK Open, and I say that I had great pleasure watching him. He's going to be something else.
You've spoiled a bit of a fairy tale, haven't you, in fairness for him?
Well, I don't know, it's a fairy tale for me, but no, I mean, like you say, UK Open, he played well, you know, and he says it's a long day. He needs to get used to that because this is what it's like, but I expect him to do well. He's gonna put a hole in the rankings, I'll tell you.
He missed a few darts to go 3-1 after that. You won 7 of the last 8. Did you sense any nerves in him in the final?
Nerves in me, yeah, but I mean, we started off the first 4 legs. I think they're a bit of, whoever hit that double won it, and it was simple as that. There was no kind of got in front well, but at the end it just seemed to kind of come to. But like you say, it's a long day.
It is. It was carnage early on. There were seeds going out left, right and centre. Do you pay any attention to that now, or do you just concentrate on who's next?
I don't know. If I get beat, I go home, you know. Pop off to the Chinese for a nice meal and get to my bed. But no, you don't watch it. I mean, nowadays there's so many good players. You know, it's not like the 10 years ago where you could pick the quarterfinals in the last 16. It's different kettle of fish now.
What is the motivation now for Gary Anderson?
Motivation?
Yeah.
Well, if you find it, can you give me some, please? No, I listen, I enjoy it. You know, I up here, I enjoy playing darts, body-wise. Sometimes it doesn't play ball, and that's what I've got to put up with, you know. So, come, I try. If not, I'll go home. If yes, fantastic, you know.
Are you back tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Back, mate.
All right, well, congratulations.
I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you.
Thank
well
you
done,
very
Gary.
much.
Cheers. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Cheers. Thank you.